said to me, you have to launch my book. This is called, in technical terms, academic mutual masturbation.
Videotape that.
Now, I would very much like to introduce to this book, I've got it here, with its astonishing title. What's the title again? Style and Intersubjectivity in Youth Interaction. This is a wonderful book because it's based on real analysis of real language from a whole lot of different contexts. It's accessible, but it's erudite. It's analysis in both of these fields. Now, when you think of a book, you should think of a number. And for me, this book is number 12. Now, where does the number 12 come from? It's because it's got its three authors, the distinguished people you see standing beside me, but it's based on 4 forms of discourse. That's where 12 comes from. But basically, they've most ambitiously, they've worked on recorded conversation, on online discussion forums, on teen lit, and on comics. So you just know from now that the stuff that they're dealing with is so current, it's so relevant, it's so fun, it's so actual. Now it makes me realize the comparison with when I started teaching Indonesian 44 years ago. I started 44 years ago teaching Indonesian, and I've asked for a reduction on the sentence, but they're not giving it to me. But when I started, this was the time of textbooks like Pat Lee's textbook, the first ever textbook in Australia. Then there was Vern Turner. Then there were the ones like the state-based ones. In New South Wales, there was Sumariono and McGarry. And here in Melbourne, there was Hendrata. Each state had one. And the language in them, I can't believe it when we look back and see the sort of language we use. We taught, but it was all made up, it was all artificial, and it was never real. And so what an advance it is to see this sort of thing. I remember the sentences we used to teach for practice. One stuck in my mind was that a sentence in Vern Turner where it said, take that dead civet cat as far as possible from the house. And for some reason we didn't think, when will I actually use this in conversation? I suppose it's quite likely if you're around a lot of civet cats, but the poor civet cat's already dead in the sentence. A lot of textbooks, if you look at them, have an underlying current of dread, fear, incest and blood. Not of course Jules Quinn's book. Very wholesome book indeed. Now, I remember when I learned in the Adelaide School of Languages, the first sentence we had for the object-focused construction was, I haven't heard from my brother for a long time. I'm afraid he has been kidnapped by a wild band. Saya takut dia diculik oleh gerombolan liar. I thought that was a pretty odd sentence, but it actually turned out to be a real one. So that taught me a lot about Indonesian society. But when I started teaching, and George and others like that, it was the time of the made-up sentence and one sentence. Linguists like Jim Snedden, he did a huge analysis of Indonesian, but he never used a real sentence. It was all made up, and they never went beyond the sentence. Sentences were always floating by themselves. It was only later in discourse analysis that people thought sentences had to be related to each other in those benighted times. And that was when Indonesians, very similarly, were writing PhDs about transitivity in English. They had all these sentences like Jack hit Jill, and I could say, why didn't Jack kiss Jill? And I don't know, Western society is very violent and that sort of thing. We're always dealing with this artificiality. That has gone because of it can never happen again because of the changes in teaching, the changes in linguistics, and the work of these 3 scholars here. What did I want to say next? I didn't have much time to prepare this. Oh yes, I wanted to say that life was full of surprises, and that Michael Ewing is a very surprising character. This was shown to me yesterday when he gave me a big surprise. When he said, David, you know you're down for 2 sessions at ASILE. I thought, oh God, they found out they're going to cut one of them. And he said, we're going to triple that, you'll do 6 now. I thought, oh my heavens. And he said, well, you can chair 3 sessions, have your book launch our book, and give your presentation. But you still have to pay to attend. So I thought, well, it's nice, at this age, it's nice to be needed that much. Thank you very much, Michael. And he